targets we can hit. Rapid fire. That was awesome.
Warning, transmission intercepted. Failed to take back control. Undiscovered farm, Keith Rooster Hammer. Related file detected, Jared Dad Hammer. Consider a subscription.
Welcome back to our video where we have a very special treat for you guys today, which we kind of like hinted at getting a new gun last week, or well, it was last week when we recorded that video, but anyway.
Oh yeah, folks, check this out. What do you think's in here?
Take a wild guess.
Yep.
It starts with a G and ends with a 9.
Yeah, this doesn't say lock, it says Glock.
Glock 19.
Yeah, we went out and got us a Glock 19 Gen 5.
I should probably just mention while we're talking about how we got a new Glock, that we got it for a pretty good price too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which we'll come back to later in the video, but for now.
So, this particular model, there's a couple different ones, but this one has the fixed sights and front side serrations, or slide serrations, sorry. Let's open it up, see what we got.
It's like a holy light is coming down upon us. The Glock 19.
Here it
The
is.
most beautiful pistol ever created.
Man, look at that thing, huh?
Alright, so the boxes and stuff included, like the accessories, may vary in the box that comes with the Glock. But we got some interesting stuff. Wait, we got like, yeah, there's a magazine in there, so that's 3 magazines.
Yep, comes with 3 15-round magazines, 9mm of course.
And we have,
This is unloaded.
we have some grips. Like we have some beaver tails over here, varying sizes of course, and some just like standard grips that would fit on the back, but they're like better, I guess.
The standard is like just a small grip with no beaver tail, and then you can pick any of these you want. They have a medium and large of each. We were using it with the medium, I think,
yeah,
beaver tail.
Yeah, the medium beaver tail. That's definitely the best one because
it was good. Yeah, it was real good.
It works as a pinch guard too. So I kind of wish that worked on the Kimber, but unfortunately it does not.
Yeah, and it also comes with this nifty little mag loader, which I think is not that great, but hey.
What can you do? You got it for free.
You know, it came with 3 magazines, so I'm pretty impressed with that.
Alright, so we already have established that this is a very awesome pistol. Probably the best one that I've ever, actually no, undoubtedly the best one I've ever fired. But what exactly makes it so awesome, you might be thinking? Well, where do I start? Now, first off, I really like the grip, okay? And we already talked about how you can add like all these other grips and stuff.
You can modify,
yeah.
You can modify.
But the grip feels like really natural in anyone's hands, and it pairs nicely with the sights, which could be a little better, but that's able to be changed. So I'm going to consider flaws something that can't be changed and something that isn't changed over time. Like say the mag release, see? So the mag release is kind of stiff, but the more that you use the pistol, the more that loosens up, and therefore it can make the mag release easier and that's not really going to be considered a flaw. Maybe a temporary flaw, but like I said, that can be fixed with an extension.
And you can, I don't know if you guys noticed, or if you guys are Glock fans or whatever, let me move this over.
I certainly am.
This thing has ambidextrous slide release on here, which is cool for if you're like a lefty. And you can also, you can change the mag release to the other side as well if you want, pretty easily.
So yeah, this
it's very left-hand friendly, shall we say.
This pistol is very friendly for just about anyone who fires pistols. You know, I thought this thing would fly out of my hand like if I were shooting a 500 Magnum or something. I was wrong. Like Dad told me that a 9mm was gonna recoil quite a bit, but he was just talking about a specific one, probably the Ruger LC9S Pro, which isn't really quite as heavy as this one. However, this being heavy at the top is quite the necessity if you want to have a lot of control. And another thing I should probably mention about the grip, you know, it's a good idea to have your hand closer to the top of the pistol. If you have the beaver's tail and like it's not that easy to put your hand up so high that it'll get pinched by the slide. So I think putting it at the top is going to be very, very comfortable.
And you can tell just by kind of looking at him holding that, it's not a big pistol. I mean, it's definitely concealable. It's a little bit heavy. Rue, you want to go over the specs on that thing?
Yeah, because this thing actually has some good measurements on it too, and like really I'm kind of like I'm stunned because this thing has some good weight and stuff on it. It's like 23.63 ounces when it's unloaded, so it's like that's a good weight.
Of course, it's going to be a little heavier with 15 rounds of 9mm in there, but
I mean,
still
not to
manageable.
say
Yeah,
it won't be heavy, but it's very much practical if you're in a shootout. Like you can quickly, easily take out targets. Okay, so.
Oh, he was rapid firing that bad boy.
Yeah, yeah, as you probably saw in the intro.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I might even actually make a new intro for that. You know the new intro that I made recently? I might change that up.
So much fun. So much
fun.
Oh
this thing, like really, you should get this. This thing is actually cheaper than the Kimber Micro 9. However, it is like better in any category infinitely.
Absolutely.
The height is like, it's 5.4 inches, which is, or 5.0404.
Right.
And the length is 7.28 inches, with the width being 1.34.
It's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit wide, you know, for a carry pistol, but I believe I might try it anyway because I'm very impressed with this pistol.
Yeah, I want to say, even with the built-in sights being a little bit wonky, I can still hit a clay pigeon with it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not flying. I haven't tried that ever, but.
Well, and we do have. Well, we brought out the old Ruger Commander 1911 here.
Now be careful because we are going to talk about this thing quite a bit. Yeah. This used to be Dad's favorite pistol, but you know, of course, this one takes the cake now because this thing has the ultimate precision in everything that you would want.
And you can see.
Yeah, it has. It's actually like. You have quite the size comparison too. You
can see how much thicker. I don't know if you guys can see that. How much thicker it is than this one. But I mean, they're it's comparable size. I mean.
Now we should talk about how the 1911 has a hammer, whereas this one does not.
Oh yeah, this is a striker fired pistol.
This is striker fired, and this has a hammer. So, of course, they included a beaver's tail, which I don't know if anybody's ever made any extensions for the beaver tail. Like, not that it's really necessary, because that one, I don't think that you would get pinched by that hammer. Unlike the Kimber, where it's like a micrometer long.
Well, the original, like, cold government 1911s, they didn't have this long beaver tail. This is something Ruger did.
Because Ruger's awesome.
But this is not a government model. This is a commander, so the barrel's a little bit shorter. A government model's probably about like that. So this one's still smaller than the full size, but we were just wanted to bring it out for comparison. This is an awesome pistol, by the way.
Now,
we'll try to get him to shoot it someday.
If you saw the 1911, you'd notice that the trigger is like, it's like taking up this portion of the trigger space. So that's something that was also different. The trigger. See, this one has that of the Ruger LC9S Pro, where it has like one small little middle trigger thingy, which I think is what was that used for? Was that?
It's basically just a safety.
Yeah,
because
it's like
if you don't depress that little blade, see, the trigger is basically inactive until you press that.
Which I have to say, like, even though I'm not gonna really consider that a flaw, because I mean it's like.
No, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because there's no external safeties on this. There are some internal safeties. There's a fire pin block in here, which if you drop it, it's not gonna go off by accident, type thing.
Yeah, which we know is like really, if you've ever seen it, like there's a couple movies that like joke around about that, like somebody drops a pistol and then it hits the bad guy or something.
Right. That can happen on some kinds, but not this one.
If they carried a Glock and they were like clumsy enough to drop it, they'd probably just be better off smacking people with it.
Well, for instance, this pistol, there's two different series. There's a Series 70 and a Series 80. This is a Series 70, so it doesn't have the fire pin plunger block. So this trigger is really smooth. But the Series 80s have that, and it's a little bit more gritty. But for some reason with this pistol, I don't notice any grit with that trigger at all. It's amazing. It's for a stock trigger. I mean, this thing's like, well, I mean, they advertise it for 5.85 pound trigger pull. I think it's actually a little bit lighter than that. It's really a good trigger. Some people are like, oh, you gotta change the Glock trigger. I would not do anything to this trigger. It's perfect just the way it is.
Yeah, this trigger, I really, like, to tell you the truth, this might sound a bit weird to some of you out there, but I think I'm in love with this pistol. It's truly a work of art. I wish we did this on Valentine's Day, but
the one thing, well, I don't know if you guys, can I say it for a second? I don't know if you're familiar with Glocks. You may not be. I wasn't really familiar with them, but I am now, and I understand what they mean when they say Glock perfection. Now these sights are kind of like a U-notch and then a dot. I don't know if you guys can see that, but not bad. That's really the only issue I have with this pistol. When I was shooting it, I noticed, I had to hold kind of to the right because it was shooting to the left a little bit. But I mean, you can always move this. Probably what I'm going to do is get a set of sights for this.
Yeah, I'd consider that a temporary flaw, not like a...
It's not a huge issue. I mean, but it's very accurate. This has the new, what Glock calls their marksman barrel. It has some new kind of polygonal inside rifling that's supposed to be more accurate. I believe it. If the sights were right on, I think this pistol would be almost perfect.
Wait, what's like stopping you from saying almost?
I don't like the sights that much. I mean, I'd rather have a different type of sights on here, but that's my only gripe. And it does, it does have a 4.02 inch barrel, which helps with accuracy. It's a little bit longer, Awesome just man. If you're thinking about getting one of these, do it.
Oh, don't even think about it. Just do it. Just do it. Make no other plans. Just buy a Glock, then go somewhere, shoot it. No, you can rapid fire it. Like, I probably edited the clip of me rapid firing into the beginning of the video, but if you saw, I was going like I wouldn't stop. until all 15 rounds were drained and there was nothing left.
Yeah. And speaking of, Rue, how much did we pick that bad boy up for?
Oh, we picked it up for $5.99 plus tax, which is a fantastic price considering the asking price of $706 for the Kimber, whereas the manufacturer recommended retail price for this is actually about $700, not counting the extra $6 that the Kimber asks for.
Right.
But,
did you say $5.99 or it's $5.79?
or yeah, something like that.
We
yeah,
got $5.79.
Yeah,
baby.
$5.79. And
thank you, Co-op.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Let's see, what else do we... Oh, this thing is very, very simple to break down. Let me just really show you real quick.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't even pinch you like the Kimber does.
If you have your mag in, you want to drop your mag. Of course, you got to make sure it's unloaded.
Yep.
And you do have to pull the trigger. No big deal. And then there's these two tabs right here on the side. They're on each side, so you got to pull them down. Kind of get your barrel back about a touch. You pull these tabs down, and this thing comes right apart.
And you can see all of the beauty inside.
Of course, you got your dual captured spring there. That thing is crazy, and this helps with the recoil mitigation. Then you got your little marksman barrel here. Probably can't see that, but it's cool. And then same thing, put it back together, really simple. I almost dropped that barrel. Put him in there, slide him on,
And now,
and you're ready to go. So.
man, I really wish that we were sponsored by Glock right now.
Very, very awesome pistol.
I want to shoot all of their pistols.
You know, and I mean, this thing, when you honestly go to your local gun store, pick one of these up and just put it in your hand, and you're gonna be like, man, I mean, that's like an extension of my arm. This thing feels great. I mean, I've handled some really nice, you know, ergonomic type feeling pistols. This thing feels great. I'm glad that Glock took those finger grooves off the front strap. Excellent job. Very excellent. I mean, you know, like your Gen 3s and 4s and stuff, they had the finger grooves, and a lot of people's fingers didn't line up with those grooves, so it was kind of...
You know, that's how it is with everything like that. Like,
Yeah.
I know the finger grooves are meant to be comfortable, but they only, like, fit one person's hand most of the time.
And this also has the, it has a little bit of a rail there, you know, if you wanted to put like a light or laser or something on this, which might be kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that in the future.
Or you could get one of, what was one of those dry fire things? Like, it was like,
Oh,
it simulated actually firing the pistol.
Yeah, I
So,
can't
like-
remember what that was called, but
It was like, yeah, it was like this weird thing. It was like, they used some sort of helium air or something, and it's like, it's an extension on your pistol, which I think they made one for the Glock.
Yeah.
It's like, it simulates actually shooting, and the slide comes back, I think, right? Like, it shoots like an actual gun, but
Yep.
it doesn't shoot anything.
yeah, it's weird. Like
It's like a really strange experience, I'm sure.
I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, this, man, fantastic pistol. Fantastic.
Excellent.
And you know, I mean, Glock, I mean, I guess maybe I'm becoming a fanboy of Glock. I don't know. I've never really understood why people love these so much, and now I'm kind of starting to get it.
I will say, it's probably worth noting that this was made in Austria. Like this.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
This was made in Austria and imported to the United States.
Yeah. So I've heard a couple times some people weren't happy with the U.S. version.
Right.
I can't really I don't know what was different.
I don't think there's any difference. Really, it's just the fact that, you know, Glock, their main facility is in Austria, so that's where I want my pistol to come from. You know? So,
I mean, it's like awesome to have things made in America, but at the same time, if it's like a main factory, then I want it from there.
absolutely.
It's like, well, I don't really have anything to compare it to, but, well, I guess I could compare it to the Glock, but we're talking about the Glock today, so I can't do that.
Well, and like you said, he'll show you some footage of, we shot probably, 200 rounds?
Yeah, we thought we went through like 3 boxes and half of a 200 round.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane.
We shot 2 boxes of Fiocchi and about half a box of some Browning, which had 200 rounds. So
Now, thankfully, the bullets that this shoots are reloadable, so
oh
yeah, so we're probably gonna get those reloaded, maybe.
yeah, we're gonna set up something. We're gonna try to reload some stuff here. If we get some of that equipment, we'll show you guys that as well. That gets complicated. You gotta have different die sets and everything. So, but yeah.
I want to see if I can. Well, I'm getting better at it with the mag release, but not quite as good as I'd like to be.
So 200 rounds. I mean, it wasn't really that dirty. I mean, you could see some, kind of residue on the outside. It brushed right off of there.
Yeah, but we got it clean. Well, he did, because I didn't really. Maybe I'll contribute next time if I know what I'm doing.
But it wasn't dirty. I mean, I think you could probably shoot thousands of rounds through this thing before even cleaning it. Honestly.
I know, but like we were shooting it so much, it just got so hot.
It was hot. Yeah, it was hot.
You could cook an egg on there.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
It got hot.
Anything else you want to mention about this?
I love it. I love it. That awesome pistol. Fantastic job, Glock.
Definitely the best pistol.
We'll be buying another pistol. I'm looking at a Glock 48 maybe next time. We might grab one of those at some point.
My rating, 10 out of 10, would buy again. Or maybe a 9.5 out of 10 or something. Or maybe a 9.5 to 10 out of 10. But that would be two 10s, so that would mean 20, right? No, actually it wouldn't.
Excellent
Yeah.
pistol.
20 out of 10 even, yeah.
Go get one. Go get one.
I really can't think of any flaws that would stay with this thing. It's like, it's like the second in a series of movies, like say Terminator 2 or Back to the Future 2. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's given so much work.
Love
And
it.
oh yeah, I should probably mention, probably like a couple weeks ago, we made a Google form. So if you guys want to submit your guns, then go fill out that Google form and we will review it for you.
Awesome.
Now, those who said that we can review their guns before, you don't really have to do anything, I guess. Just
We got some reviews coming up as well.
yeah, just arrange a time and we'll do it.
We have several. We have several pistols that my dad owns that we're going to review. So look forward to those in the future. Other than that, I think that's it.
It's kind of bad. It's like, well, it's not. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm like, it's kind of sad that this video can't end on a cliffhanger about buying something else because well, I guess there isn't really anything that can top this, is there? But I know it's like all that we can do is praise it. Like,
maybe a shotgun.
I'm gonna, like, you physically can't explain how awesome this thing is until you've actually fired it. Or, well, it's like, nobody knows until they fired it. It's like, take a couple shots with it, or like a couple hundred if you're us.
I got some good ammo for cheap, so I might as well shoot it.
Yeah, so just take some shots and you'll realize just how excellently crafted this thing is. It's a fine work of art, and I highly suggest that you purchase it. And I think we are really doing the community a favor by telling them how this thing is. Oh, I should probably mention, I know I'm just delaying the inevitable, the video is going to end. If you can see, the barrel is sticking up just slightly, but not nearly as much as the Kimber does, okay? That thing, like, if you can see.
Yep.
it's insane how, like, they took somebody's design, but they really improved on it, and I'm really, really happy that we own one of these. Shout out to Dad for signing out all the paperwork and stuff. Dad, more like Rad. Anyway.
Alright, there it is.
So, yeah, it's probably about it.
Alright, folks. See you next time.
Thank you for watching our videos. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
What do you think?
The Glock 19, it is worth the investment. It's worth all the paperwork, too.